How the hell are you ever gonna have joy, peace, or pleasure if you don't have rest? Constantly on the go, constantly trying to get somewhere or become someone. Rest reconnects you as a woman to your feminine power. Most men don't understand that when they provide the space for their woman to soften, for their feminine and their hearts to open, the magic that provides for your household is 1,000-fold whatever it costs you to provide that for your partner. Everyone is in their wounded masculine energy. When that happens, it's practically impossible to ever really find or connect true love. The only way to actually find it is to go on the journey of reconnecting to it yourself. And once you do, then you'll be an energetic match, whoever is matching that frequency within you. Your highest self is that interaction, that energy, that dance between a man and a woman when all of the noise is gone. That's what's available to you. When you get there, you'll find peace. When you get there, you'll find joy. When you get there, you'll find harmony. Because when you get there, you would have found yourself. People have walked out of this 3-day experience saying that it felt like a plant medicine ceremony without taking a single thing. They've called it life-changing, unreal, the most powerful weekend of their entire life. It's called Awaken Your Highest Self. And for the last 3 years, it's helped thousands of people finally deal with what they've been carrying for decades. The anxiety that they hide, the anger they never speak about, the constant feeling like something's off, but they don't know what. And this isn't about motivation. It's about finally feeling free in your body, your mind, your heart and soul, your life. So you can actually live as the version of yourself you were always meant to live as. And now we're doing it again, live, in person, one last time this year. Space is extremely limited. And once we fill the room, that's it. So if you've felt stuck, but you know there's more waiting for you, go to DannyMorel.com/awaken right now or click the link in the show notes to register today. Why is it so important for a woman to rest? Why is it so important for a man to provide her rest? That's the focus of this week's episode of The Higher Self. I went into my Instagram stories this week and I asked you to vote between 3 clips to take a little bit further on this week's episode, and this was the one that you chose. Some of you women who were hurt as little girls, don't allow yourself to rest. Resting is the feminine. You were not designed to be constantly on the go. You were not designed to be constantly thinking the way you are. Because when you're thinking, you're not connected to your intuition. You're not connected to your womb. You can't be connected to the spirit world. That's who you actually are. Women today are all trying to be the boss babe. I'm gonna be the boss babe. Where'd you get the notion that you needed to be a boss babe? Where you were let down as a little girl. And you decided the masculine comes on and a way of protecting you decides, guess what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to be the provider for myself so I never have to depend on anybody. But what's underneath it? So I'll never be hurt. So first off, let's talk about that clip. It's a clip from our event Awaken. I think it's a powerful clip. It was really well received in that moment because a lot of the women felt seen. Because there's a lot of women that are hurt right now, quite frankly. And this gets really, really deep because it goes to the foundational way in which men and women are. In this case, we're going to focus on women, obviously. And in the women, the relationship between the masculine and the feminine. You got to understand something, that the masculine's number one focus or job is to protect the heart. What is the heart? The feminine. The mind is the masculine, the heart is the feminine. And so in the case of a relationship, a man's number one focus should be to protect his wife. Yeah, to cover her, to protect her. This is why you see so many men, and I hate to bring up the example, but there's ever any danger, the man jumps over his wife to protect her, right? Well, within a person, there's the masculine and the feminine, right? And so the masculine, the mind's number one priority is to protect the heart. And so in the case of this particular clip, what happens is that a lot of young girls, beautiful, vulnerable, loving, heart open young girls, they get hurt. It's part of the human experience. We all do in some way, shape, or form. And that hurt can become our greatest teacher. The hurt can become the greatest reason for our life's transformation, for our soul's evolution. But when a young girl gets hurt by the masculine, in many cases, the clients that we work with, by their father, who was and should have been in her eyes the ultimate protector of her little heart, then what happens is she comes online, the mind, because it's what it's intended to do. The wounded part of her comes online and creates a story. And the story looks a lot like, if the number one man that was supposed to protect me and provide safety for me wasn't able to do that, then what the hell else is out there? Because the father teaches us how to relate to others. And so fast forward to when the woman is an adult, it's one of the reasons why you see everything that you see in today's world. It's why we're all so disconnected. It's why the dating world is a mess, is because everyone is in their wounded masculine energy. And when that happens, it's practically impossible to ever really find or connect true love. The only way to actually find it is to go on the journey of reconnecting to it yourself. And once you do, then you'll be an energetic match, whoever is matching that frequency within you. That's a whole nother video. But in the case of this video, I talked about resting. And the reason why, I'm going to give you a couple of points if you want to take some notes. The reason why it's so important for a woman to rest. And in particular, if in relationship, for her husband, her partner, to be able to provide her that rest. If not, for you to be able to make sure that you spend some time resting within yourself, is because, number one, rest reconnects you as a woman to your feminine power. And if you're men listening, you need to hear this as well. So rest reconnects women to their feminine power. Hell, if you're a guy, it's one of the reasons why it's important for you to rest. I know most guys don't do this. I'm in that bath, taking baths at least 2 or 3 times a week with Epsom salt, clearing energy, providing space for myself, going out for walks, grounding in nature. This is all part of the process when you are aware of the feminine energy within you and you're committed to living an abundant and powerful life. Now, pause. Immediately, what just happened? The story came on. You felt it. Some of you felt it. But Danny, you don't understand my situation. But Danny, I'm a single mom. But Danny, I don't have time. But Danny, the only way I'll rest is if I don't do what I'm supposed to do for other people. Whatever just came up, understand that that's the program, the story, and the loop that you've been in that keeps you out of the feminine. It's all unconscious. It's all energetic. It's all very, very powerful. It's what keeps you from love. It's what keeps you from abundance. It's what keeps you from joy, peace, and pleasure. How the hell are you ever going to have joy, peace, or pleasure if you don't have rest? If you're constantly on the go, if you're constantly trying to get somewhere or become someone or accomplish something, without rest, you become disconnected from your essence, from your feminine energy. And that feminine light begins to dim inside of you. And this is the goal of dark energy and lower frequencies, by the way, because the more women whose light is dimmed, the more the light of the universe is dimmed. And trust me, I know some of you might think, oh, Danny's doing that whoa shit. You go deep enough in this journey, you'll realize what I just told you was the ultimate truth. Number 2, the woman needs to rest and the feminine needs to rest. Men, you know what? I'm talking to you too, because it rests your nervous system. And for women, in particular, mothers, this is very, very important. You know, Jen and I are here, and we're obviously raising Selena. And like Jen needs like 9 hours of sleep, and I can get away with 5, to be honest. By the way, I don't say that because I'm Superman or I'm super motivated. Fuck, I'd rather sleep 8 hours. I'm just saying my body can get away with 5. But for a woman, especially because the woman in those first couple of years of a child's life, like that child is really latched onto the woman. Look at what I'm doing, like to the breast, to everything. It's like the woman needs rest. And the only way she'll ever rest is if she feels safe. And I'm talking emotionally, physically, spiritually. And what that does is it allows the woman to soften and surrender. And this is what most men don't understand. Most men don't understand that when they provide the space for their woman to soften, for their woman to surrender, for their feminine and their hearts to open, the magic that provides for your household is 1,000-fold whatever it costs you to provide that for your partner. Now, look, if your partner is one of these women that is out spending all your money and buying purses and posing with the lips on Instagram, whatever, ladies, if that's you, I'm sorry. Like, you got a whole bunch of healing to do. I'm not talking about that woman. I'm talking about a grounded, spiritual, a woman that is in her essence, that is honoring your family, that isn't self-absorbed. That's the woman that I'm talking about here. That woman is gold. That woman, you actually, men, you called her in as a bit of a test to see how much you could honor your word, how much you could honor your masculine, how much you could honor your manhood by providing for her that safety. And when you do that, I know you men don't think like this. You think that like money and everything comes from harder work. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't. Keep going along in that game until you get a heart attack or until something bad happens and you lose your family or something. This is where most entrepreneurs today live in, is in this world of like, I want to make the money, but I don't have like connection with my family. You want it all. That's what this channel is about. Only way to have it all is to heal the energy within. That is it all. And so for you women, you need rest because it heals your nervous system. You need rest because what the hell do you think you are? You're not a man. I'm going to prove this to you in a second. We're going to do a meditation, and I'm just going to like nip this whole thing in the bud right here and there. As a matter of fact, let's go to the final point, number 3. What the rest does is it allows you to offer the gift of your feminine to the masculine. I just kind of touched on it, but it allows you to then give back. A woman must be fed into. A woman must be given to. A woman must be provided for. You must offer that sacrifice, that energy, that love to the woman. And when you offer it to her, the woman feels built up. And in that essence, she then gives back to you. And again, I'm not just talking about men and women. If you're a man or a woman, just think about that relationship with yourself. Do you honor that? Do you honor your time to surrender? Do you honor your time to allow your heart to open? Does your masculine provide that for your feminine? I'm going to lead you to a little bit of a meditation right now. I normally don't do this on this podcast, but I feel like the best way for us to like finally understand this is to actually see it in our mind's eye. I want you to close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Do that 7 times, in and out. Deep breath in. Exhale 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 out. 7 times. This might be the last. And on your final exhale, I just want you to notice what you feel. And I want you to put all of your energy into right here, your third eye. Keep your eyes nice and closed. And I want you to envision yourself living right now in New York City. Envision the skyscrapers, the noise, the taxis, the lights, the people, the cars. Do you feel at peace? Do you feel at rest? You see, the truth is that even our cities are either hypermasculine or feminine, or a balance of both. You're in the middle of Times Square, and I want you to slowly start picturing all of the cars going away. And now picture all of the lights being turned off. While you're in the middle of Times Square, I want you to start picturing all of the traffic signals going away. And now picture all of the buildings gone. And all there is you and people. And I want you to picture all of the people going away except for your partner. And if you don't have a partner, now would be a good time to envision the partner you want to call in. Connect with their soul right now. And envision Central Park coming from about 57th Street all the way down through Times Square to the left and the right of the entire island. There's no more buildings. There's just nature, you, and your partner. That is the essence of how life was created. It is the essence of who you are and the essence of who your partner is. It's the essence of the life you are trying to build and the energy in which you are working to go back to when you are on the journey of discovering and awakening your higher self. That's how you lived, and your ancestors lived 150 plus years ago. Not too long ago. And in that scene, the man provided something for his woman. Feel it. If you're a man, step into the energy of providing that for her. Feel what that feels like for you. And if you're a woman, feel what it feels like to not have anywhere to go. To not have any clock running your day. To not have any goals to achieve. To simply be. To simply be provided for. And I want you to open your eyes. That's your highest self. Your highest self is that interaction, that energy, that dance between a man and a woman when all of the noise is gone. That's what's available to you. That's what you are working to live as, in spite of living in this world that we live in today. When you get there, you'll find peace. When you get there, you'll find balance. When you get there, you'll find joy. When you get there, you'll find harmony, because when you get there, you would have found yourself. There's no greater thing that you could make your life's work other than to be able to live in that place and that vision, to return to how human life is supposed to be lived here in this lifetime. And I'm telling you, as someone that's done it, that you can do it. And I'm telling you that you can do it and have all the money, all the abundance, all the joy, and all the passion and connection that you want to. But it starts with you committing yourself that that's the energetic balance that you want within yourself. That's the life you want to live within yourself. If you want help with that, we've got an incredible event coming up November the 8th. It's called Heal Your Masculine and Feminine. Jen and I are going to be spending the day with you, helping you with this. It's going to be absolutely life-changing. To join, just go to dannymorel.com/heal or click the link in the notes section of the podcast, wherever you're listening. And we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much. Don't forget that vision that you just saw. Because that is the essence of human life for the last millions of years, until we humans came and messed it up. And it's us humans that are here right now listening to this message that are charged with the tasks of fixing it. And we fix it by fixing it within ourselves. I'll see you next week.